Hey there collectors, welcome to another unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing the 4-slab N1 Starfighter from Mandalorian. I've been hanging out to get this. It looks absolutely amazing. Now they only made 60, so we've got a very low edition size. And they did two versions. They did a themed base and they also did a signature version, which is on a museum style base with a signature. So I've got the themed base. I much prefer the themed base when it comes to all the starships that 4-slab have done. So this will go nicely with the others. So let's unbox the N1 Starfighter and have a closer look. Okay, so it looks like they've done away with the themed art boxes. No art box. This came straight out of the shipping box. So we'll get straight into it and have a look. Looks like there's a couple of layers here. So we'll see what's in the first layer. Oh, and we've got all our parts to the engine. Actually, we have the ship here. Here we go. Let's take some of these pieces out. Oh, look at that. That's looking nice. I just want to be careful with some of these pieces like the engine because there's a lot of detail and some fine bits. Oh, check out the detail on that. Man, I'm gonna love this. I think there's gonna be a lot of people that regretted not getting this, I think. This is gonna look really nice. Looks like we might have the yeah, look at that. And it's pretty fine. That's very thin, the way that tapers there. All right. And we'll see if I can get the ship out. I just want to be gentle. There we go. It's got some weight to it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that looks good. That's very heavy as well. Very cool. I'll get the rest of these pieces out as well, but I'm assuming the bottom, that's for the power. Let me just have a look and see. I'm assuming we've got the base under here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this, actually. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? All right, I'm going to pull that out and we're going to start assembling the N1. Okay, so I've unpacked all the pieces. So that's our themed base, which looks looks amazing. I love it. And here's all our parts. So we've got the N1 here. That's the pole that's going to connect it to the base and also power. We've got our two engines. And then we've got, I think, a couple of guns. And that goes, I think, on the end of the tail. So let's put it together. I think what I'm going to do, I'll put the N1 on the pole first, I think, and we'll get it in the base. So let's do that first. All right, so let's get the N1 on the base first. So you can see you've got your socket there. I don't think it matters which end goes in first. So let's get that in. And then we'll put that on here. There we go. All right, I guess we can turn it any way we want. We'll put it this way for now. All right, let's get the engines on. So the engines have got a connector. There they are with the red dot. So that's for this side. Now let's make sure I put it the right way so it goes that way. again. Okay, it's got a nice fit to that. And we'll do this one. I'm loving these engines. They look amazing. Okay, that's in. Beautiful. All right. Let's do the guns. Yep, that one there. That one goes in there. Nice magnetic fit. Perfect. And then we've got this huge tail. So this huge tail now, this goes, hold on. Is it like that? Like that? Yep, matches up. All right, we'll put that at the back. Yep. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. Just raise it up there, you can have a bit of a look. There we go, perfect. And then that's it. I think we've just got these little pieces here. These go on the end of the engine, right? So, nice, beautiful. And this one here. That is it. Oh man, that looks amazing. That looks so cool. And there we go, all lit up. Now, I don't understand why people didn't jump on this. I know that 4Slab were a little bit disappointed with the edition size. I think they wanted to sell a few more of these. And I think people seeing this now, look, there's going to be a few people that are going to regret not getting this. And I reckon that this is going to go for a mozza on the secondary market. Just the sheer size of this as well, it's quite bigger. There's been another couple of customs of the N1 in the past that's been made, but nowhere near this size. Like this is an incredible size, really. And what it does is it just really shows off the detail, especially in the engines. The engines in this is the highlight, and I'll give you a closer look at it very, very soon. What we'll do is we'll start off with the base and we'll have a bit of a look. So my thoughts on the base, I just love that it gives you the impression of a flyover of the planet, which I think is just, when I first saw the concept of this, I was on board. I love the fact that, you know, it takes you back to that scene in The Mandalorian where he buys the ship, he gets it made, or, you know, gets it altered. He makes sure that there's a space for little Grogu in there. So this to me just takes me right back to those episodes of Mandalorian. Actually, I don't think it was Mandalorian. I think it was Boba Fett, wasn't it? There was a couple episodes of Boba Fett where this happened. There was a crossover. But anyway, yeah. So I'm a big fan of this base because you'll be able to take some nice images and pictures of the N1 flying over, which I think is great. So you've got all these different buildings. Obviously, you know, the way that they've done it, you don't have too many details in the building. It's not designed for that. I think the concept is that you're looking at it from quite high above. So you get away with not putting too much detail on the building, but still you've got different shades. You know, they've replicated, I guess, you know, your desert sand down the bottom. It's got a museum style black border around it as well, which is quite nice, sort of finishes it off quite nice. But if I just sort of take you around here, you can have a nice closer look at it. But yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, I love it. I'm a big fan of the theme bases because, again, I'm a collector because it reminds me of a certain part of a movie. It takes me back to that. So I'm not a fan of the museum style bases. I much prefer to theme it. So it takes me back to that scene in the movie, which is the reason I collect. So yeah, now as you saw, you've got that nice sort of metal pole going up in the middle, which connects the power for these incredible engines. They are so bright. This is in the middle of the day and These engines are so bright. Now we need to check out these engines because they are next level. Look, have a look at the detail in that. I love that sort of bronze look in there. And all the tubing. It's very 3D, very three-dimensional. But yeah, I think they did an incredible job. I mean, check it out. How good does that look? And I'll take you through just to the back here as well. And then I love the color as well, the way they've got that sort of gold, copper, bronzy, you know, from obviously the flares of the engine, the flames of the engine as well. And it goes down to this nice sort of metal tip as well. I mean, it is so fine. That tip is so fine. And these are metal, these tips, which are great. So you're not going to get any bending or warping. But look at the look at that blue circle of the engine. They nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. It looks great. Now we'll go up and have a look at the body as well. So you've got a bit of scarring on the engine there. Some more details in the middle. And of course, the great thing is you get the Mando. He's in there, he's driving. And you've got little Grogu in the back there too. Check that out. How cute is that? Got little Grogu in the back. And the cockpit lights up as well. I'll just take it to the front. Look at that. You can see the cockpit lights. Yeah, that is very cool, guys. So, another hit from Force Lab. This is going to go awesome with all the other ships that I've got. So, yeah, listen, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that close-up view of the N1 Starfighter, thanks to Force Lab. If you can get your hands on this, highly recommend it. It will be a standout in your Star Wars collection. So I hope you really liked that up-close look of the N1. Stay tuned, I'll have more reviews coming to you soon.